Before diving into marketing, I want to talk about hiring. Why now? It's because it's especially important for marketing, but actually everything else in your business. You might be finding yourself in 3 of those cases. The first one is if maybe you just started. You have a lot of time on your hands, but not a lot of money, and that's okay. In that case, I wouldn't recommend you to hire anybody. Just spend the time to learning the skills, go watch courses on YouTube, videos, etc. Do your things on your end. The second case will be you have a bit of time and a bit of money. In that case, I would suggest to hire for guidance. For example, if you want to do marketing, if you want to do social media or whatever in your business, you might want to hire one person, 1 hour or 2 hours per week, so you have guidance to what you're actually doing in your business. The third option is you have no time and a lot of money. It's the most comfortable position to be in, and in that case, I would recommend you to hire for everything. For guidance, implementation, so you focus on building your business and not working on your business. To hire, I would recommend one place. It's Upwork. It's the best platform out there. It's actually a platform that connects businesses with freelancers and agencies. So you'll be the business and you will post an ad saying, hey, I'm looking for someone to help me for my social media. And with this, you're gonna find a freelancer or an agency. Go check there, go type a little bit, I'm looking for a marketer, I'm looking for an agency, I'm looking for whatever you look for. Talk with the people, start a conversation, tell them where you're at, what you have in your mind. Don't fake it. If you're struggling with something special, just say it. And you want to hire someone that's going to help you exactly where you are. Quick one for the ultimate hack. You might want to hire expensive for guidance. Once again, maybe an hour per week or an hour per month, but very expensive, and less expensive for implementation. In that way, you have the best for your money and for the implementation and what's happening into your business. For marketing, you want to grab the attention of people on your offer. At least it's what you're trying to do. And in order to do that, you have 2 different types of marketing. It's paid marketing on one end and free marketing. Paid marketing will be ads. For example, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads, Google ads, everything that you pay to advertise. Also television, radio, but it's kind of old school stuff. On the other hand, you have free marketing. It's also what we call content marketing, organic. This all falls into free marketing. Some of the examples of that are organic posts on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, also on social media. Also Google My Business page is free marketing. So we're going to see different examples on both cases, but we're going to start with free marketing because this is the most interesting one. This is the bad news. In both cases, you're going to pay. Yeah, sorry, this is what it is. You always end up to pay, right? Paid marketing, you paid to create the content and to advertise. Free marketing, you pay to create the content, but not to advertise. The way to reach people is free. So that's really what you have to understand here. But in both cases, you still end up to pay unless you do it yourself. But if you do it yourself, you're spending the time creating it, right? But anyway, let's start with free marketing. We're going to start with Instagram. I know we talked about it in the video who talks about your online presence, but it's different. You either have an online presence on Instagram, but also some marketing on it. Why I'm starting with Instagram? There are 3 reasons. First, the platform has more than 2 billion active monthly users. That's a lot of people, right? Second, over 150 million people use the platform to communicate directly with brands monthly. And of course, in that case, that will be your brand. Almost 90% of Instagrammers follow a business profile. Again, here, we hope that they follow your profile. I think we can agree you should be present on Instagram. There is no doubt about that. Now, what to do on Instagram? It's another wide topic. We can go into so many different directions. We're gonna go into 3 here. Giveaway, interact, and partner. Let's see for the giveaway. We have to understand the power of a good giveaway. If it's well done, it has the potential of reaching zillions of people. Remember when you saw a giveaway with hundreds of likes, thousands of likes, also thousands of comments? You know, when there is a giveaway happening like this, it has major impact on your business. And it's actually what we're trying to achieve here. The step you want to take is first, choose your price. The greater, the better, because your reach can be exponential. Let's see what I mean by that. Here on the left, we have the price perceived value. So depending on how big the price is, the perceived value will be bigger, right? For example, on the bottom, we have 1 zone free treatment, for example, 1 facial free treatment that you can offer with Cryo. 6 zone free treatments, it's already a bit more incentive than the 1 zone free treatment. Then 10 free treatment of 6 zones. And then we can go higher and higher, 10 free treatments of 6 zones for you and your friend. See here, we're talking about 2 people. It means 2 people can actually comment and like your post. It means more reach. And then 6 months of unlimited free treatments for you and your friend. I wouldn't be afraid to go big because, as we will see, it has the potential to reach a lot of people. As we can see on that line here, the bigger the price perceived value is, the bigger the reach in person will be. So the goal is to be at the end here, so your giveaway is a real success. 2, set clear rules. Opposite of the price size, here the lesser, the better. If you confuse people with your rules, they won't participate, it will be chaotic, they will just get confused. So you don't want this. I would recommend to go for only 2 rules in order to participate in the giveaway. First one is follow us. Follow your page. The goal here is to gain some followers, because if you gain some followers, they're gonna see what you're doing and maybe, we hope so, purchase your services. The second rule, tag your friend. If you went for the prize who include you and your friends, they will tag this other friend, and this other friend can tag you too. It means 2 comments for 1 prize entry. It means more reach, more potential of virality for your Instagram post. You can also add a bonus entry with like that post. So that will be 2 rules plus 1 bonus. Keep it easy and sweet is the best here. 3, use eye-catching post. Let's see examples here. Your picture needs to be high quality image or reel. Like, it needs to talk to your audience, we need to see it, it needs to grab the attention in the feed. You can add a bold text overlay with giveaway alert, as simply as that. So people understand that it's actually a giveaway. Put what they need to know in the caption. Make it simple, call to action with the rules that we just mentioned prior, meaning 1, follow us, 2, tag your friend, and once again here, make it sweet and short. 4, set a timeline. The error I see so many people do is setting a long timeline, thinking people will have time to participate in 1 week, 2 weeks, it's going to build momentum for the whole time. Sorry to tell you, but it's wrong. You want to keep it short again, between 3 and 7 days maximum. Other way, you actually lose momentum. Your post will lose reach and people won't see it anymore and people will forget about it. So you want to keep this momentum going. Set a clear deadline to announce the winner. 5, promote your giveaway. Do you have any other touch points? Do you have an email list? Do you have a Facebook page? Do you have a TikTok? Whatever other touch point you have, say it. Say, hey, we have a giveaway going on right now. Participate. Just try to gain more eyeball on what you're trying to achieve on Instagram. Don't forget to post a story every day on your Instagram about your giveaway. When I mean every day, I literally mean every day. Not everyone will look at your stories, so you want to talk about it, build this momentum once again. The goal is to have people to participate. 5, announce the winner. Nope, it's not done yet. Let's see the 6th one. To announce the winner, you want to do a story. You take your phone and say, hey, the winner is whatever it is. Use your face, use yourself to talk about it. People like to see other people. They like to see who's behind this account. They just like it. Why in story? So you mention to everybody in the post, in your giveaway post, that is going to happen in your story. So you have all the people watching your stories also. So you also gain momentum into your stories. 6, convert followers into clients. And this is actually the best part. Now that you have momentum in your stories, in your posts, you want to build from it. And what I actually like to say is, hey, we had one winner today, but I'd like that all of you who participated win also. So you all winners. So what you want to do now is provide a coupon code or some kind of offer or incentive. So those people who participated prior, 1 week prior, 2 days prior, or today can still win a little something. You say, hey, 20% off your first session in the next 15 days or before the end of the month. Use coupon code, whatever. And they can either book online or come at your spa to book a session. And with that, you attracted new people who had interest into what you had to offer, which means the sessions, your treatments, and now you turn them into potential customer. And it's all a win for you. The second thing you can do on Instagram is interact. What do I mean by that? Interact with accounts who follow similar niches. The goal here is to people to watch at your page, right? That's the goal, to try to attract people on your offer and your services. To do that, you can just interact. What I mean by that is you find another page, for example, a gym page in your area, so your local business, so it's easy to find someone that's nearby you. You look in there, you look at the followers they have, and you go like the pictures. It's a handy tactic, but it works. Why would it work? Think about it. If there is a person here who's following a gym page, you know that person is into health, beauty. Well, you think they are because they follow that page. So they might want to have the treatment you have to offer, as simple as that. And if you don't tell them that you exist, they won't know. So by interacting, you just say, hey, I'm here. Maybe you want one of my treatments. And you're gonna see by doing this, you're gonna have followers and people DMing you saying, hey, where can I book a treatment? How can we move forward? Etc, etc. Let's see a couple of niches or type of account you could be interacting with as a cryo spa. You have the gym, of course, as we just explained. You have wellness influencers. I'm sure there are a bunch around you right now. Personal trainers, same thing. I'm sure there are a bunch. Yoga studio, skincare salon. Now, try to find someone who doesn't offer cryo, of course, so you don't want to do shady move here. Health coaches. All of those are very similar niches. You might also want to try something that's less similar. For example, coffee shop, boutique, fashion stores. Those are also other options. I would recommend to start with the first one, try it out, and then you'll see how it works. 2 tips to actually do it is when you find an account, like at least 3 pictures, so they actually see that you exist. If you only like 1 picture, they might not see it into the notification. So you want to be noticed in the notification. 3 posts. If you feel like it, leave a little comment. It's always nice. And if you really feel like it, follow them. If you think that they really are your audience, give it a go. Also, give them a DM. Hey, would you be interested to have a cryo treatment? Try to think how you can interact with those people. Second, do it a little bit every day. Spend 5 or 10 minutes to try things and you're gonna see the followers coming back. Try to be consistent with the technique. It works, we know it. 3, partners. Use other Instagram accounts at your advantage. Try to use that leverage from other people to have visibility on your account. It's what we call influencer marketing. First, let's see what type of influencer we could work with in your case. At the bottom here, we have the nano influencers. It's between 1K and 10K followers. Those are, of course, the easiest to reach. Then we have micro. It's between 10K and 15K. Then mid-tier, 50 to 500. Macro, 500 to 1 million. And mega, 1 million plus. For our free marketing here, we're going to talk only about the nano and micro influencers, because the rest, you're gonna have to pay them. And that's not free marketing. All right, a few steps in order to do some partnership with those influencers. First, look for someone, of course. Look for nano influencers that is in your niche, in the health, wellness, beauty industry. Remember what we're trying to achieve here, to try to get the followers of that person. So they need to be in your niche. Don't go find someone in the food industry that won't really match. Even if that might look cool, it's not what we're trying to achieve here. 2, reach out to that person. Usually they have an email in their Instagram profile. Just click on there and write an email. Remember, those people are busy and receive a lot of attention for so many brands. So don't hesitate to send 2, 3, 4 emails to say, hey, we're here, we exist, pass by, we have an offer for you. Don't stop at one either. Try many different people with different type of following and try to see who answers to you. The first one are the hardest one to get because they don't really know you, you're still a small business. So try to get the smallest one first, because with those one, you'll be able to say, hey, I work with that influencer, and that influencer. Now we can work together. It gives you more social proof. 3, adapt your offer, meaning what you have to offer them to those influencers, to how many followers they have. Of course, you don't want to offer the same type of free treatment to someone who has 2K followers than 50K. So you want to study a little bit who they are, how well they fit your niche, and then adapt what you want to offer them. For example, someone who has 5K followers, you might want to offer them 4 or 5 free sessions only. Someone that has 50, 100, 200K followers, you might want to offer 6 months of free treatment for you and their friend. Again, same idea as the giveaway. 4, know that your offer is directly correlated to the number of pieces of content that influencer will be able to do. If you offer free treatments, meaning 3 different sessions in 4 different days. If you offer 4 treatments, meaning 4 different days for treatments, it potentially means 4 different pieces of content. And the more they post on their page, the better it is, that's for sure. There is a famous rule in marketing called the rule of 7. It means someone needs to have 7 interactions with your brand in order to take an action, meaning purchase from you. So try to reach that 7 number, it's ideal, or even more. Now, let's talk about what type of piece of content that influencer could do, because it's great if they come, but if they don't document well enough what you have to offer, you'll miss out on that and you don't want it. So let's see actually 4 examples of like a mini documentary of someone being introduced to your offer and then having the treatment, etc. Let's see that. First, the influencer can enter the spa and film the whole room. I bet you saw those videos. It's great so people can actually see what your spa is looking like. Then, that influencer can proceed for the first treatment. All of this being filmed, of course. For the second visit, the influencer could talk about the benefit of cryotherapy with you. Maybe like a mini interview or you explaining what it is, all being filmed. It's extremely powerful because not everybody knows what cryotherapy is. So you want to explain that to the audience of the influencer. Third visit could be another treatment, like a full treatment in time-lapse. It's also a popular type of content. It's great to see how the whole thing could look like. And the final session could be the influencer explaining how she feels, like testimonial type of content. She can explain the result, how she felt, how well you explain the whole procedure, etc. And then the influencer can give a discount code to the first session of their followers. The goal here is the same as the giveaway, to turn those followers, those people who interacted with the content of the followers, into purchaser. That's why you always want to end up with a discount or some type of offers. Now that you have your first influencer campaign done, study it. Study if it went well or bad. If it went well, redo the same one with another influencer or later with that same influencer, so you go deeper into the explanation. If it went bad, try to identify what went bad. Was it the actual influencer, the piece of content, the offer? Whatever it is, try to tweak it and repeat it, but don't stop, because that type of marketing really worked. I bet you already saw or maybe purchased from influencer marketing too, so why would your potential customer wouldn't do the same, right? Someone else you want to be present is Google. Now, Google has different stuff, right? You can do ads, SEO, and also Google My Business page. And this is what we're going to talk about now. Remember, it's free and extremely powerful. Why it's powerful? Because some people in your city will type Cryotherapy salon. And what you want to do is be the first one out there. So people click on there and purchase your treatments once again. Here's a few things you want to be looking at when creating the perfect Google My Business profile. First, you want to complete and optimize your profile, of course. Ensure accurate business name, category, address, hours, phone, and website. Tips: make sure your hours are the actual hours you have. So many times I'm seeing people with the wrong hours, it's just frustrating. Also, add services areas. 2. Upload high quality photos and videos. You're in the beauty space, it needs to be aesthetic. People need to understand what your spa is looking like. So try to post at least 10 images of your spa, treatment, and the team. Or you, if it's only you. Upload videos of client testimonials, before and after results. I've talked many times about before and after in this video. And also behind the scene. Always interesting to see what it looks like. Try to have more 5-star reviews. Whatever you have, just try to get more because it's important. Ask happy clients for Google reviews. Once they do a treatment and you see them that they're very happy, gently ask them, hey, would you be available to drop us a review on Google? That's simple and it improves your whole business. Make sure to respond to every review to increase credibility. 4. Use keywords in your business description and posts. Remember here, you want to be at the top of the list when people are looking for you. You can use keywords like best cryotherapy in the city you're in, or pain relief, weight loss, athletic recovery, whatever you have to offer, put in there. 5. Post weekly updates. Share offers, promotion, client success stories, and events. Try to update at least once a week. Those posts expires after 7 days. 6. Enable messaging and quick booking. Turn on Google Messaging so clients can message you directly on there, so you make their life easy. Link to your online booking page for easily scheduling. And 7. Track your performances. It's called GMB Insights. Monitor calls, booking, website visit, and post engagement. Do this and you should be seeing clients walking into your doors. Remember, it's free and easy. So please spend the time to have a beautiful Google My Business page. All right, now let's see what you can do with paid marketing.
Imagine having a tap that controls the amount of clients coming into your spa. Want more booking? Turn it up. Want things to slow down? Dial it back. This is exactly what Facebook ads and Instagram ads can do for your business. It's still one of the most powerful tools to bring in clients when done right. However, most businesses fail at Facebook and Instagram ads. If you're working with a freelancer that's going to help you with this, make sure you give him this video to steer him in the right direction. If you're working with an agency, refer back to this video as a benchmark to make sure that they're giving you the right and solid strategy and that they are setting up your campaigns the right way. So today, I'm gonna show you exactly how to do Facebook and Instagram ads the right way. No marketing lingo, no BS, just a simple, proven system that's gonna help you get more clients into your business. Ready? Let's go. Let's make this very simple. Here is what happens when you are launching Facebook ads. First, you create an ad. This includes your offer, image, and text, and you launch it. Second, Facebook shows it to the right people, aka your ideal clients in the area you decided to target. Number 3, people see your ads and click on it because they are interested in your offer. Number 4, they fill out a short form with their information. Always make sure that you get this information: full name, email, and phone number. Finally, you follow up with them by phone or by text and try to book them in for a first consultation. Now, before we go any further, let me clear something up. Most people do think that their ads are failing because of an ugly design, because of a poor campaign setup, or because of a poor targeting. The truth is that most people fail for another reason that is way more simple. People fail at Facebook, Instagram ads because they simply have an offer that is not strong enough. Now, we already covered this in the previous part of the video, but let me remind you quickly why the offer is something that really matters. Imagine a coffee shop offering free coffee for a year for the first 20 people who sign up. Do you think they would struggle to get sign-ups for this offer? Probably not, even with a poorly designed ad. Why? Because the offer is so strong that it sells itself. And this is exactly what you want to do with your own business. Create an offer that is so irresistible that people just want to come in. Okay, you got your offer locked in? Great, because this is the foundation of everything else. Now that you have crafted a great offer, it is time to design an ad that is gonna make sure to stop people from scrolling, click on it, and eventually booking a consultation. So let's break down the key elements of a high converting ad. Make sure to have a direct headline that calls out your audience. For example, Mini Mommy Makeover. Make sure to include scrap-stoling visuals, use bold colors and contrasted backgrounds. People are scrolling through their feed and seeing a million of other things. You want to make sure you stand out. Make sure to have a clear offer. People need to know exactly what they're getting. Don't try to make them guess. Talk about benefits, not features, inside your ad copy. For example, if you're doing cryotherapy, don't say 90-second spray. Instead, say something like burn fat permanently and regain your confidence. Make sure to have a clear call to action. It can be book a call, claim offer, learn more, etc. Always make sure to add some scarcity. Examples: first 10 people to sign up get the deal, limited spots available, for the next 48 hours only. Within your ad, you also always want to highlight the savings. For example, $199 instead of $299. Save $100 today. Finally, always add some social proof. It can be your Google review rating or some testimonial directly in the ad copy text. At the beginning, I would suggest you to start with image ads simply because they are easier to produce and they can still showcase your treatment. That being said, video ads tend to work very well on Facebook. So test around and see what works best for your business. All in all, combine all these elements and you get an ad that people simply can't ignore. All right, now that you've nailed your ad, it is time to set it up inside of Facebook. We're going to walk through the important step to make sure that your ad is set up properly and ensures smooth results. When setting up your ad, Facebook will first ask you to pick a campaign objective. Choose leads. This tells Facebook, find people who are actually interested in my offer and are keen to leave their information for a booking or a treatment, not just for scrolling. Now that Facebook knows what we want, it is time to tell Facebook who do we want to show our ads to. This is called the targeting. When setting the location, set a radius that corresponds to 30 to 40 minutes maximum ride from your spa in order to target only the people in your area that are willing to drive to you. You can also drop pins at the exact location you want to advertise. Here is a tip for you if you want to be more surgical. Use Justice Map to identify higher income areas and drop your pins right there. That way, you are sure that the people you target can actually afford packages when it's time to upsell them. When it comes to picking up the gender, typically 90+% of your revenue will come from women. They are your biggest buyers, so just focus your budget on that gender. For age, pick 30 to 65 plus, and you're done. Get these steps right, and you are already ahead of 90% of the business owners running Facebook ads. For best results, I would recommend you to start with at least $30 to $50 per day, because that will send the right signals to Facebook, and you will make sure to get a quality stream of leads who want to actually spend in your business. Now you're probably wondering, well, how much am I supposed to pay per lead? Well, as much as there is no definite answer to that, because it depends on different factors, I will try to give you a different range based on the different situations. Typically, you have two situations. One, when you send people directly to your website, aka outside of the Facebook platform, to try and get them to fill in your form. In this instance, the cost per lead tends to be a little bit higher because people step outside of Facebook and there are more drop-offs. Typically, you can expect to pay anywhere between $25 to $35 if you're doing an okay job. If you use the Facebook lead ad form, which means that people never leave the Facebook platform in order to fill in your form, you should see your cost per lead decrease, and probably to an average of $8 to $15 because there are less steps required. That being said, it also means that you cannot customize as much the page they're landing, you cannot put as much information as you want, which means that you cannot convince them the way you would like to convince them to book a consultation. When testing Facebook ads, remember that it might not work directly, and that is okay. You need to shift your mindset and understand that any money spent on the platform is extra insight or extra feedback that you receive from your audience and from the market. But by all means, it does not mean that Facebook ads is not going to work for you. It simply means that you need to change something in what you're doing. It could be your offer, it could be the design of your ads, it could be your website, all the different touch points from your audience. Each element will impact your performance. So make sure to review each of them and see how you can improve them. If everything I just said sounds overwhelming, or maybe you don't have the time to do it, just as Romain explained earlier, know that there are freelancers or even agencies that can do that for you. Typically, a freelancer will cost you anywhere from $500 to $1,000. Make sure that you pick a freelancer who knows about the industry, and if they don't, refer them back to this video and make sure they watch extra content about the wellness industry and how to do Facebook ads for it. Now remember that if you work with a freelancer, you will have to follow up with the leads yourself. Next to that, you have the done-for-you agencies. These are agencies that will set up the ads for you, run the campaigns, but also call your leads and booking them for a treatment. This is the perfect solution for an already established med spa that already has a means and wants to scale fast, or someone starting in a business but who has enough capital to just get starting very quickly. Typically, these done-for-you agencies will charge you anywhere from $2,500 to $4,000. Just so you know, America Cryo is working on a solution that might fix this problem for you. In conclusion, Facebook and Instagram ads is still one of the most powerful ways to scale your business, but when it's done right. So take action, set up your ads, tweak it, test it, and see the clients coming in. You got this.
Thanks for watching. This video is part of our series on how to build a successful cryotherapy business from the ground up. And if you found value here, you're gonna love what we cover next. Click on the next video now. Let's keep building your business together.